Hello and welcome to another vintage draft here on the channel. My streak of not opening power, well, in fact, one I should say, continues. What have we opened here? We have a bunch of kind of medium stuff. I mean, the best cards are like Scrubland, Dak Faden, I guess Portal if we want to do some tinkery things. Yeesh, not a great pack. I don't even. Could I just like mulligan this whole draft? Um, let's take Portal, I guess. Maybe try to get some Portal things going. Okay, well, we get Show and Tell, which can work with Portal. Um, she kind of works nicely with Portal because, like, a lot of the time they'll put out a big creature, and that's what punishes you with Show and Tell. But in this case, it wouldn't. Um, best cards in the pack here are Ocelot Pride. I don't know. I don't think Vivi's that good. Counterspell is up there. Braid's not bad. I think Ursine Monstrosity is a bit underrated, but I'm gonna grab the Show and Tell. We're in it. We're in it for combos. Let's go. Speaking of combos, there's a Thopter Foundry. Show and Tell Thopter Foundry. I don't quite think that's where our Show and Tell is gonna go, but you could take it just like another kind of combo condition, and then all of a sudden, any kind of tutors we get become a lot better. Obviously, we need the second part of that combo, but we'll worry about that later. Alternatively, I could just grab like a good card like a Wan Chi Tong, Brainstorm if we pick up some fetch lands. God, again, these packs have just not been great. Yeah, I guess Thopter Foundry's got some upside. So, oh, Emrakul. Emrakul's another potential show and tell target here. Doesn't work with a lot of the other ways to Portal. I mean, yeah, with a lot of the other ways to cheat out Portal, but ooh, or do we go for the Breach, early Breach, end up in a Breach Brain Freeze combo? Hmm. Let's take the Emrakul. I almost never get to play Emrakul. The good cards in the pack are obviously Breach and Verdant, not a ton else. But let's grab the Emrakul, and there was a Lightning Greaves. Pack and pick one that we might wheel. We little turn 2 Lightning Greaves, turn 3 Show and Tell Emrakul action. Uh, Lava Spur Boots, which is not exactly the same, but possible. Alternatively, take like a Tidebinder is just like a solid card. We could take a Starting Town as a good card, as a good land. Um, we get a Tinker. Lava Spur Boots is a thing we could tinker away. And also, if we pick up the Lava Spur Boots and we pick up the Lightning Greaves, it leaves us really open to Nadu. You know what? I'm okay with that. We're kind of going wild this draft. Okay, so now there's a Hallowed Fountain, which helps with Thopter Foundry. In terms of cards that are interesting, Asika's Chariot is very powerful. Council's Judgment, I think, is really good. I'm glad that's back in the queue. Help answer like Hex Trickers and stuff like that. I'm not quite in the Bazaar camp with what I have here. It's not impossible, but a little awkward. Just grab the Hollow Fountain. It's always going to make the deck from here. There's a Ponder to help find some combo-y stuff. There's a Glenalendra Guardian that can help break up combos. Thought Scour can be part of combos, but not ours. I think I'll take the Ponder. Just really try to make these combos work. All right. Well, there's a Blightsteel, which sometimes works with the stuff that Emrakul cares about, sometimes works with the stuff that Portal cares about. There's also a Tam Mindful First here, which can kind of help protect our our Emrakul or something. Hmm. Also could potentially protect Nadu and trigger Nadu. I don't love Blightsteel. I'll take the Tam. Okay, here's the wheel. Interestingly, the lightning greaves is gone. So very likely someone has a Nadu already, or is doing something stupid like I am. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt that we won't give ourselves. I'll just grab a Trinket Mage here. It's the only card I can remotely imagine playing out of that pack. Now, Planisphere and Karn both wield. We're not too far from an artifacts deck, though we're not exactly an artifacts deck. So it'd be between like a Braid, Planisphere, and Karn. Interesting. I think I'll take the Karn. Mindstone seems just fine here. And I guess potentially we could play a Spire Bluff if we have a reason to be red. Perhaps something in the sneak attack through the breach space, perhaps. Ooh, Tidebinder wield. That's interesting. And still don't understand the point of that card. You just draw a card and you add counters to a creature. I don't know. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of power. I mean candy. Sadly, Flash doesn't super work with what we have here. Unless we like Flash Ephemerate. Oh no, we can't. Oh, yeah, we can. Like Flash Ephemerate and Emerald or something. Yeah, let's just start with the Mox Pearl. I wouldn't mind wheeling Flash, because it can help give us some more direction. Also, Jace or Relic or Spellbomb or Saheeli would all be fine. Oh, Balance? Pop, Skydiver, Time Warp, Shelldock. We're like not too far away from a balanced start, to be honest. Got a couple dorky artifacts. Not a ton of creatures. I mean, Sensei's Top could do stuff with like Itali with Emrakul and things like that, but obviously we're pretty far away from that. We currently don't even have a way to cheat anything to play except Show and Tell. Let's grab Balance. Balance also just like saves the day in ways that few other cards can. Okay, there's the Sword of the Meek. As much as I'd love to try to wheel it, I don't think we really can try to wheel it. Whether or not it's good is debatable, but we have it. We have the combo. Okay. Some interesting options here. There's a Bloodstained Mire, which currently doesn't do anything. There's a Dauthi Voidwalker, which is just like an absurd card. Obviously, we're not really that close to touching black. There's Displacer Kitten, which is a favorite of mine. Could also do some cheeky things with sneak attack, show and tell, and stuff like that. But we don't have those yet. And then Ugin is a very strong card, but can't really cheat it into play. Spell Pierce is also good. Maybe we just take the Spell Pierce, try to protect our things. Yeah, I like taking the Spell Pierce over the Kitten here. Now we have a Spell Seeker, which can find balance, ponder spell pierce. That's not all that great for a Spell Seeker to find. What does Divinity Shock do? So draw a card when you cast an artifact, essentially, and it's got Slith text. I don't know if that's any good in the cube. Play Lurrus is another way to get like a back our sword combo. We have Mind Stone that we can get back with it. Mana Leak, Metamorph Fanatic, Oath of Druids. Oh, could we be an Oath of Druids deck? Like, what happens if we cut these? And this. We just play Oath of Druids. Might not be bad. I mean, otherwise, like, Vibrance is decent, but kind of far away from what we're doing. We're not that close to Reanimator, and we just passed an Animate Dead. Between Mana Leak and Oath of Druids. I think I'm going to take the Oath. Now there's a Survival. There's also an Entomb. Odawara. Storm Chaser's Talent. I mean, Survival is going to be awkward in an Oath deck because we probably won't likely have a lot of creatures. We also just don't have to be an Oath deck. Or we could even play creatures in an Oath deck. Survival is a great way to like find Emrakul or other combo pieces. Survival Lurrus is kind of interesting too if we end up doing that. Let's take the Survival, just put it in the sideboard for now as we figure things out. Epic Cannoneer, Stern Scolding, Faithless Looting, Baloth Prime, and a bunch of lands that we don't really need. We're definitely not in the open colors. I'll take the Stern Scolding. Okay, so Saheeli, Spellbomb, and Relic all wield. So Artifacts is, in fact, on the table. Would rather have the Relic. I mean, Relic doesn't get you that much closer to casting Portal or Emrakul. Spellbomb would be nice if we play the Lurrus. Saheeli's kind of nice in general. I'll take the Relic. I don't know. I've taken the Saheeli a lot lately and haven't won all that much. I guess I went 2-1 with my last Saheeli deck. Here I'll just grab the top. Potentially could be a reason to play the Trinket Mage over Skydiver and Colonnade. All right, Pentad Prism starting to help bridge the gap. Do we want to play Wanshitong All Knowing? We didn't pick up the Brainstorm. I don't have all that much else for it. Let's just grab the Pentad Prism. Oh, and now we have Ugin, and we just picked up 2 ramp cards. Okay. Over the Kitten. Also a non-creature based threat, which keeps Oath of Druids live still. Or we might play Basim in a more artifacts heavy deck, which is open. Seems to be at least a non-creature spell deck. There's Mystical Tutor, Lightning Bolt, Dismember, Kaito Authority. Flash didn't wheel, sadly, so someone else is going to get that World Spine Worm. But Mystical Tutor is going to be pretty good here if we do want to play Show and Tell. It's also good at finding balance. Yeah. I mean, Saga, though. Saga is very good. And Saga also has a Mox to find. Maybe we just take the Saga. Oh, wow, no, there's an Ursa and a Tinker and a Force of Will. My lord. I think in prior drafts, I've taken Tinker over the Urza and gotten punished. In this draft, I think I'm going to take the Urza over the Tinker. There's just so much we could wheel out of this pack, and hopefully it's as open as we think it is. Ooh, Caracas. There's an expedition map to find Saga, but I think it's very easy Caracas here. We're not really playing red anymore. We also might not be playing Oath of Druids anymore. I mean, Oathing into Urza is not that bad, but grab Caracas. Also cast Foundry, which is kind of nice. And then we're probably going to consider playing some of these. Actually, I'm not sure about the Lurrus. Move. Oh, oh boy. So there's Quantum Riddler, which is always good. GT is a very strong card, although we're kind of light on creatures. Pyrogoyf's obviously great. There's Imperial Seal to try to set up some combos. There's also Emery. We do have a lot of artifacts. Emery can buy back Mind Stone. It could buy back the sword combo. It could find the sword combo. It could find or buy back a portal. All right, I'm kind of feeling some Emery action here. Now there's Skull Clamp, Coveted Jewel, and there's Gadgeteer and Zerda in the same pack. That's funny. What do they do? Zerda and Gadgeteer. Not a lot. I mean, Gadgeteer draws me some cards potentially. We don't have the kitten, so we're not going to be jeweling. The Jewel Sahili kitten ship has sailed, unfortunately. We could still just take the Jewel. I mean, Skull Clamp's decent if we're going off with Thopter Foundry. Do we need Skull Clamp if we're going off with Thopter Foundry? Something that Trinket Mage can find, which is also nice. Usually we take like Skull Clamp and try to wheel Iconoclast, or vice versa. Take Iconoclast and try to wheel Skull Clamp, or do we even take Gadgeteer and just try to get value? I think I'm gonna take the Iconoclast. And before I see Monolith, um, Ephemerate not doing a ton. I mean, I could flicker like a Tidebinder. I could flicker uh Emery, Urza, Trinket Mage. We can do a few things, but not a ton. I care about Wistfulness. Not really. I could just take the Bauble or the Metamorph. I think I'm going to take the Bauble. We just picked up the Iconoclast, and we have Urza, and we have, um, what else do we have for the Bauble? Oh, yeah, Lurrus, potentially. Oh, now there's a Converter, a Confluence, and a Teferi. Interesting. Oh, yeah, Bauble's also good with Ugin. We have natural discard synergies. We have Relic. Not a ton. I think the Fairy or the Converter. Interesting. I'll take the Converter. Upheaval, Makti, Narset. Do we have enough ramp to be Upheaval? I mean, we have Prism. We have Jewel. Where's the Jewel? Did we take the Jewel? We didn't take the Jewel. I guess we don't have a lot of mana ramp. Just take the Makti. It's just like a reasonable card. Narset could be a good sideboard card. Makti could also be a good sideboard card. Makti. Witch Enchanter we can just play as a land. It's pretty good. There's also Nettlecyst. Is Nettlecyst good enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus artifacts. Witch Enchanter's pretty mopey. Wow. Wasn't this the pack with like Urza, Tinker, Force of Will, a bunch of other things? Yikes, we didn't get any of it back. All right, I guess we'll take the star. Oh, Securiton Squadron's interesting. What do we have in the way of tokens? We have the Urza token. We have the Thopter tokens. I don't know. A little bit of a win condition by itself. I guess I'll grab the Mystic just in case. But pretty unlikely. Oh, it can find a Lion Sash. That's funny. Wow, tough draft. All right, how are we building this? We didn't get the Skull Clamp. We still want Iconoclast if we didn't get the Skull Clamp. I mean, I guess it's good with Securiton Squadron. We have 5. Are we gonna play the Emrakul show and tell nonsense? We're going to play Lurrus. It's definitely not companioning. A lot of cuts to make. They're good at these random artifacts. I mean, I guess they're good with balance. What if we cut these? Can we cast Portal? We have Relic and Pentad Prism and Mind Stone. And Urza. This Portal's a good thing to use Urza mana on. This is 25. What do we cut? Do we have something important? Or we could put Tidebinder in the sideboard, actually. Trinket Mage finds a lot of things. Trinket Mage's pretty good here. Does Tam protect anything relevant? Urza, Iconoclast, Squadron. I don't know, maybe it's not that important. If we're playing against like a heavy removal spell deck, maybe we bring it in. We move Lion Sash and maybe Stoneforge for like a graveyard based matchup. We want to play Appa. Flash, airbend my own things. Cast them from exile to make 1/1s. It's pretty medium. What does our mana look like? We can go pretty even blue-white. Are we not really able to cast Iconoclast if we do that? We have Chromatic Star, we have Relic, Spire Bluff Canal, and Dead Prism. Is that enough to want to play an Iconoclast? Yeah, it feels like we really didn't get there. We play one mountain. Is there even a point in playing a mountain? We cut Iconoclast for Lurrus. Play like a value Lurrus. Can buy back Pentad or Mindstone, Thopter-Sword combo, Chromatic Star, Bauble. Or obviously if something gets destroyed, I could buy back the... No, can I play lands? Can't, right? No, can't. Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't feel great. But I think we're going to run it like this. All right, let's see what we're doing for lands. We have 3 white and a blue already. White and a blue. Be 7/7. We don't need 3. Be 8/8, 9/8 blue. We go 9/8 white for the Lurrus. All right. See you in round 1. All right, welcome to round 1 here with a little bit of a failed artifact deck. These drafts have been tough. Been trying to like ever just get a completely open lane or figure out what's open or get past open things, and it just doesn't seem to pan out. Let's keep this hand. This looks pretty good. This is a turn 3 Urza with like a million mana it can make. Hopefully this Urza gets to live. Do we crack Bauble? I think we will. Even play out this. The only reason I'm thinking we crack Bauble is because like we have enough mana to feed to Urza and nothing to do with it really. Look at top card as plains. Okay. Well, that's something to do with mana. Start with Mind Stone, Chromatic Star, chill. And then next turn we get to play Urza with access to 2 mana up. Maybe I said 2 because it was supposed to be 3, but now because of Mach it's 2. Oh, interesting. So do this. Oops. I guess we have to do this. Okay. We got a Saga. Nice. Next turn, we have 3, 4. We just cast Ugin next turn. Pretty good. Even if it gets countered, we get a cast trigger out of it. What we don't get is a golem. I wonder if it's better just to go for the golem. Yeah, maybe we just go for the golem while they're not tapped out. That happened very quickly. All right. Good for an extra damage here. Playing into Wrath, I guess. Probably not ideal. Yeah. Is there anything we could do about that? Not really. All right. Kind of played into that. Do this. And what are we looking for here? Top any good? Top's pretty good with Ugin. Or we could just get Lava Spur Boots actually and start beating down. It's not bad. Sure. Yours doesn't get bigger with artifacts. That's mine. Oh, Academy. Okay. That gets bigger with artifacts. Black mana? They're just cycling a star. Oh, alright. Off to the sideboards. Our opponent's playing some kind of artifacty Chianzi kind of thing. Show and tell might be pretty strong against them. Although I guess they could show and tell about a big artifact. When does Ephemerate come back? Immediately? Yeah. Not good against Wrath. Do you have anything that's good against Wrath? And we have making their artifacts ETB tapped is interesting. I think it's probably fine the way it is. Trying to think if there's anything I would bother Tidebindering. I don't really think so, not yet. Another decent hand. This time we keep the bauble. We'll play out this stuff though. Alright, I'm not gonna run the Thopter Foundry into that hesitation there. Okay. Oh geez. I think we shuffle this. Not a lot here. That was a better one. Also not bad. Would love to use my ability. So we want top converter for boots. I mean, if we take top, we'll just get top locked. I guess Karn is something to top with. Interesting. I think I'd rather take the converter. Also has some synergies with the Puritan Squadron. Ledger Shredder, huh? Well, it's going to make it a little bit harder to Karn. That's going to make it a lot harder to Karn. So this turn, we could play Squadron as a 2/2. Play like a Foundry or something. I don't know how good that is. We need to race, though. That might help with the racing. Alternatively, we could play Pentad Prism plus Foundry. Oh, yeah. Ledger Shredder's a reason to not necessarily double spell. What happens if we Karn plus? Yeah, they can't really kill it, right? Not this turn. They'll be able to next turn, but I'll have gotten my 2 cards and a bunch of life. Yeah, I think that's okay. Ah, he gave me the sword. Little did they know that I had the Foundry. I think I'm going to play the Bauble because I need to hit land drops. Oh, crap. Right. Ledger Shredder. Well. Ledger Shredder is annoying. They bend an upheaval. Okay. So now they could beat up Karn. We get to get our balance back. What is this? Jackrabbit? Oh, Mind Twist for 4? Ugh, rude. Lost everything except the converter, which I would have loved to have had in play. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Any Lurruses? Lurai? I guess we can balance back. They were also playing a show and tell deck. Interesting. Oh my god, they're hitting Treasure Cruise? Insane. We're winning the race, but Treasure Cruise is brutal there. Lurrus is great here. Holy crap. Now we can play Lurrus into Thopter Foundry and then just like start comboing. Well, I guess we can't quite start comboing yet because we don't have enough mana. Urza is good. Talisman, fine. There's an article done by Caleb Gannon, I think, that the more talismans you have in your deck, the worse your deck is, the worse your win rate is, which is pretty funny. And I hope to see evidence of that in this game. Sure. Yeah, they have one card. Hopefully, it's not something that stops or interacts with this Lurrus. Let us play Lurrus. I mean, I guess even if they kill the Lurrus, we still get the combo going. They do something about both. That's a problem. You better believe that's a paladin. Wow, discarded the One Ring. Interesting. Guess they're digging to an answer to Lurrus. Uh-oh. Portal. Okay. Honestly, Portal's not that good here. And they get to take like my Lurruses and my Skeleton Squadrons and whatnot, but not that big of a deal. I wish I could exile my graveyard now. They took Trinket Mage. Decent one. See what they're finding. They got their own converter. Okay. Tinker. Okay. Into a Blightsteel. Okay, now they're going to dig for boots. Nettle Cyst is acceptable. Am I supposed to be looting for something at some point, or am I just making a bunch of 1/1s? They don't have much that interacts with any of that. Guess we leave 2 1/1s back to block Blightsteel, and we hit for as much as we possibly can. They're attacking me. That doesn't seem very smart. I'm going to allow this. Okay, so let's start by sacrificing the Mox Pearl. Then let's just do this a bunch. I'm kind of fine just using a bunch of mana. All right, they need something here. Maybe I should have made a bunch of tokens there. Um, I mean, it's hard to imagine there's anything they can do that really interacts with this Thoptering at a speed sufficient enough to kill me. There's no like Croson Grip or something. Is Thopter-Sword gonna get there? They're casting something. Or in revealed, sure. What are they digging for is the question. Well, they found Academy? Pretty good one to have dug for. What can they do with it? Upheaval, I guess, is something. No, they're just looting. Wait, didn't they exile Upheaval? Yeah. Converter, sure. Battle Ball, sure. None of this matters. They're taking some game actions. That's funny. What else you got? Have 1 mana. In combat, send everything. Valiant effort. No, we did it. See you in the next round. All right, welcome to round 2 here. Managed to scrape out a win and maybe a few nights sleep since round 1. It's an interesting hand. We've got half the combo. We've got turn 1 converter. We have Lurrus and Mindstone. The only problem is we only have 1 land. But we have Bauble. I think we can keep between Converters a turn 1 play and Bauble giving us a second hit at a land and this being a good hand otherwise. I think we can keep. Let's find out, shall we? Chalk this out. Play Converter. Bauble you. Womp. Hey, we got the land. Okay. Now we can cast the Foundry, though that's not what we will be doing. It is something we can do. Pay for probe, sure. Play the Mind Stone. Now they see the Karn coming, but there's not too much they could theoretically do about it, other than potentially a discard spell, or I guess holding up counter magic. But we could beat counter magic with currency converter. No, they got their own bauble. We could play Foundry and still hold up converter, but I don't want to get my Foundry countered. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter if I get it countered. I do have Lurrus. As long as Lurrus doesn't get countered. Yeah, I guess let's just Foundry. Get to spend mana if they don't have a counter. The downside is if they do have a counter, they get to spend mana, whereas with currency converter and Mindstone, we would have been able to spend mana either way. Sometimes they don't have it. Could even cash in this Mindstone for Thopter, but I don't think I'll be doing that. Preordain's acceptable. Opponent's quite likely digging to some kind of combo. Perhaps a Reanimator type deck. Ooh, Mana Crypt. Good one. Talisman, less impressive. Into land. plus pass. Just the way I tapped was wrong because I didn't represent a counter, but I mean, they'd seen my hand the turn before, so unlikely they would be worried about any kind of counter. Oh, we could Trinket Mage for a Mox here. That ain't bad. Generally, we can get a top, Lava Spur Boots. I don't know if I care about any of that stuff. We have 5 mana. Let's just play the Trinket Mage. Test spelling all over the place. But, I mean, this also pressures the opponent to some extent. Memory Lapse, the Trinket Mage. That is acceptable. Also, there's nothing I can do about it. And Island Cycle Lorien revealed. Interesting. All that mana and you're cycling away your Lorien revealed. Are they looking for double black? Oh, they had double black already. Was this hardcast Bolus' Citadel? They know about Lurrus and Karn. They don't know about Ugin. It is hardcast Bolus' Citadel? Oh. Wow, okay. I can kill that with this, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. I won't be able to do it next turn. Backup's a good one to hit. I mean, they're pressuring their life total a lot with Mana Crypt Bolus' Citadel. I almost wonder if I make a Thopter, cash in the converter, like make a treasure, sack converter, make a Thopter. That's super aggressive, but I think pressuring their life total is pretty good here. Because they're very close to just comboing off whatever their combo is. I don't think converter is necessarily the way that I'm going to win this game. But chipping away at their life total could prevent an important spell off the top with Citadel. Sink it to Stupor the Foundry. You know what? War were declared. Opponent must be bewildered by that decision. LED? Uh-oh. Am I dead? Oh, Echo Vions. That is acceptable. Straight into the combo. That's funny. Balance is nice. Probe. Rude. Into Lotus. LED Lotus. Mana Crypt. Pretty good. Emery. Emery matter. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. We could play out all our artifacts and a land and balance, and they have 3 things left. Pretty good. Only. Actually, it doesn't really matter how we do it. I don't think they're playing No More Lies off Lotus, and even if they are, Like the combo isn't really how we're trying to win. It's not bad though. Oh, they're gonna mana drain the Thopter. Okay, that's fine. I lose my bird. Oh, they're spell piercing it. Okay, I guess I don't lose my bird. Island. Okay. Well, not much to do here. Other than hope they lose mana crypt flips and they can't Citadel anymore. I mean, they just got a fresh 5 or fresh 7, so they're unlikely to have their combo while they lost the flip. Nice. So 7 lands or 7 cards in hand, including an island. 2 mana. Shouldn't be a whole lot more Bolus's Citadeling that they could do from here. Unless they have Tendrils, which I guess is in the range of a Citadel Lotus deck. They're bouncing Mana Crypt. Oh, smart. If they replay Mana Crypt, I'm in trouble. But okay, it just looks like they missed. So they wanted to turn off 1.5 damage per turn on average. Oh, we could start with a Ponder here. If we could find some way to pressure them. Lava Spur Boots plus Emery, huh? For 1. Oh, I could replay the Thopter Foundry out of there. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I don't know if I counted this correctly or at all, but I could hit him for lethal potentially. I mean, if they don't have interaction. They're trying to see if they're going to counter something here. That one they're going to counter? Are they going to lapse the Emery? Okay. So we could loot into Emery and cast Emery, but all that really does is nothing. I'd rather just get in there. I should have done the ward one first, but whatever. All right, if Citadel wasn't off before, it's got to be off now. Bauble. They have a nice stack. Mana Drain, Black Lotus, LED, Mana Crypt. Not good enough. Single Thopter. Show and Tell, pretty bad against Citadel. Good against a lot of the rest of what they're doing. Portal seems really bad in this matchup, to be honest. What if I bring in Makti, cut Portal? Actually, Tidebinder might be really good. Oh, do I want Lion Sash? Good against Echo. It's also just a beater. What if I bring in the Lion Sash? What if I bring in the Stone Forge? And since they're playing like lots of counter magic and potentially some kind of storm combo, certainly some kind of combo, we can cut some top end. One more cut. I mean, we could cut the Karn, but it's pretty good. Oh, Stern Scolding. Do they even have targets for that? I mean, they could have like a snap, but I don't think they showed us any actual targets, right? So let's cut this Stern Scolding. How do we feel about this? Flash threat is not that bad against a counter magic deck. Like, is this better than, I don't know, probably better than balance. Balance has got to be bad in this matchup. No creatures. They have tons of fast mana. All right, I like this better. Little transformational sideboard into an aggro deck. Do we want Tam Mindful First Year? I mean, they didn't really show us much interaction. Odawara doesn't get stopped by this. Yeah, let's go like this. Come on, Gorbo. Well, pretty decent draw here. We're going to keep it. How the hell are we going to sequence it? It's the question. We start with Ponder just so we could spike a Mox potentially. I like that. Alternatively, we can Converter on 1, use Converter on 2, and if we had sufficient lands, we can Urza on 3. Converter lets us play around their held up mana. They also have Spell Pierce, so I might not want to run Converter out into an open blue here. Mana Drain, Memory Lapse, Spell Pierce. I don't think I saw a ton else. Mill to 6 and played a tapped Watery Grave. Okay. So no Spell Pierce in hand. We're going to go for the Converter here. You basically never have to tap out to their untapped mana now. And knowing how many counter spells they have, they also have Mana Drain, right? Knowing how many counter spells they have, I'm highly incentivized to just lean on the Converter. There's the Pearl. Oh. So if we loot away a Hollowed Fountain here and we hit a land, we could try to bait out a counter magic with a Ponder. That's probably never going to work. And then go like Pearl plus Urza. I don't know. I think I'll start with the Pearl. And then Bauble. I think I won't play more from here. I'd rather have them be 2/2s under the Converter, is my guess. I do need to make sure I'm applying pressure against their combo deck, even if they have counter spells. And making 2/2s with the Converter is a nice way to do that. I don't care too much about Tinker Mage, Trinket Mage, Tinker Mage. I do have a Lava Spur Boots and a top it can still get. I don't want to run Urza out into counter magic. I also don't want to run mana drain, or don't want to fuel a mana drain. So let's start with Ponder, just so we could be spending mana. Oh, that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3. We can't quite Appa this turn. So maybe we'll sort it like this. Not shuffle. That's very good draws. Now we could flash out a threat too. Put 5 power on the board on their end step. Oh, was I supposed to second main it or first main it so that mana drain mana would happen on their second main? Yeah, that was probably a mistake. Okay. They mana drain this. I get to play Urza, and then I mean they can still lapse it. Yeah. Supposed to give them the mana drain mana on their second main. Okay. Question is now. I don't know why I shocked that without thinking, but do I play the Urza now while they only have 2 lands and they're about to untap with mana drain mana? Or do I hold up Appa? And Appa's not even that great right now. What if I play Urza? If I play Urza, I have enough to flash an Appa to protect it from a removal spell. That's something. I mean, if they just have memory lapse, it's pretty bad for me. But I think it's reasonably acceptable. Oh, they're going for tutor. Interesting. Do they have some kind of combo in hand? What am I saying? I can't Appa off of mono blue. I guess I could have Trinket Mage there. Man, that was all sorts of wrong. I could have pre-combated the Urza, Trinket Maged up the Lavas for boots, and equipped it on the token to hit for 5 more. LED. Thing. Shieldred. Shieldred, not too worrisome at the moment, unless they go Echo Vions, which they might be doing here, considering they just played an LED. Ugh. I mean, Shieldred doesn't kill me. And we get a new hand. Oh, Time Twister. They have multiple of that effect. And now they have 6 mana post Twister. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. There's Caracas. Also, I have Spell Pierce, so Spell Pierce might be pretty good here. I don't think we're dead yet. Spell Pierce is Citadel here. Or Tutor, okay. Tutor's acceptable. Well, you see it coming. See it all, opponent. You see it all. Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, Lotus LED Twister is pretty good. I don't think there's much we could do about that. No. I mean, I don't think stretching our mana for Bossamer kind of class is going to make us more likely to kill them quickly. One lander again. We got there last time. Kind of didn't matter. This game we have Lava Spur Boots, which could speed us up a little bit. Yeah, I think we just have to dodge the multiple power Time Twister draw. And I think Caracas actually wins that last game. I mean, obviously, we got it turn too late, but it's in our opening hand this time. We didn't see any strips or wastes. They did see the Caracas with the Taxian probe, so they might have boarded in a waste, but this Caracas can live. Then Shouldred's not going to kill us. They're going to have to make a pretty big tendrils to kill us. All right, you got it. Come on, deck. 2 draws to find a land. That's not a land. That's not a knife. So we shouldn't auto yield in case they mind twist us or thought seize us or something. Bet I can't bounce legendary lands with this. Land! Oh, baby, we did it. Okay. My dog didn't like that. Counter the Mind Stone. Apologies for the dog. I will not be paying for this. Chat's not particularly visible behind me. Oh no, the Mana Crypt start. Mana Crypt, Talisman, hold up Mana Drain. Oh, it has been drawing pretty well. I mean, the lands are sketchy, but outside of that, Spellseeker. Okay. Face up Mana Drain. Well, tell me they also have a Time Walk. Oh, DT? Jeez. Yeah, their deck is sick. Lotus, Mana Crypt, DT, LED. Got all the pieces. Let's start with the Lava Spur Boots, and then we're going to convert. I might just be dead. It's honestly ridiculous. They have a Yogwell in their deck. if they have a Lotus in their hand or a Yogg-Will in their hand. There's the DT. Well, it does look like I'm going to be dead here. This could just be a Citadel. Okay. Not the end of the world. I just need them to brick on Citadel a little bit. We could apply some pressure here with this Lava Spur Boots. Time Warp. What a hit. I mean, I just hope Tutor and Tendrils are just nowhere near the top of their deck. Outside of that, we have a chance. No Tutor, no Tendrils, no Time Twister. This doesn't look good. Upheaval? Oh, Echo. Hard cast Echo. Interesting. I mean, they still have to hit here. And interestingly enough, we actually drew Mox plus Karn, so we can haste out a Karnstruct. We're in trouble, though. Not only do they hit a fresh hand to try to find the Tendrils, but also they got Echo in the yard. Do I make a zombie? Zombie or Karnstruct? Only one of them gets haste. I guess it's going to be the Karnstruct, and I'm going to use the star to make it a little bit bigger. Or I guess I could use the star to get a card deeper. Where's the main it? Let's play Saga. One always yield, sorry. Mox. Let's go Chromatic Star, maybe? 2, 3, 4. Like treasure. Oh. I wanted to just put Pentet Prism as a colored, and move all the charges from it so I can have one more power. But first of all, it doesn't really matter. Second of all, I don't have the right colors for it. What we can do is Karn. I think I want to hold up Lava Spur Boots. Oh, don't tell me they drew into Spell Pierce. Oh, Force of Negation. I guess them countering Karn is the reason why I would have wanted to have made a zombie. Now, as it were, not really anything to draw into other than hoping they bricked. And I guess I could stop Shouldred at least, but cannot stop a big Tendril's turn. Mist Flip is helpful. Narrows down the Citadel options. Second black is less helpful. There's a Twister. Okay. I don't want to redraw that island. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I mean, when you have a deck with multiple tutors, Citadel, multiple Lotuses, enough draw sevens are eventually going to get you there. Cycle. That's weird. Oh, they just wanted to clear the top for Citadel. They don't have it. We get another chance. Croft is acceptable. They can make a really big Spellseeker, but I don't care too much about that. Although I guess they could block with it, which I do care about. We can make a 4-power flyer. Tezzeret? They're not done yet? Please be done. And they Lotus too. Please, sir. He doesn't have 4 mana. I guess he can untap with Tezzeret. Storm count 5. I mean, they're not that close to killing me yet. But they certainly are close to padding their life total. Yeah, it looks like they do have it. Now they're just padding the storm count. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Keep going. Alright, that's lethal if they have tendrils. Jesus, why not also have Lurrus? I mean, I was wondering when the opponent said their deck was too fun. I was like, it wasn't. I mean, it's good, but not that impressive. But oh yeah, they have all the other pieces too. Into Echo. Okay, I mean, it was acceptable. Guess we get rid of Lurrus. I don't know if that's right. Does make them have like their does give them less to draw. Wow, they reach through the Lotus. Come on. Did they also get the tendrils? Got the tutor. Okay. GG's. Wow. Just rolling the dice and hitting on every single turn, including the draft. I got to give hats off to the opponent for that one. Would love to get one of these draft seats where everything's handed to me. Well, GG's. Move on to the next one. Hello and welcome to round 3 here. Round 3 against Lunar. Round 2 was just a brutal walloping against what looked like a rotisserie draft storm deck. Rotisserie me, as it were. This seems pretty capable. First time seeing top and Nettles this. That's interesting. Yeah, when you're playing like a drafted the hard way legacy cube deck and your opponent's playing a drafted the easy way vintage cube deck, it turns out life's pretty hard. we've got a mountain, which is a little scary. I mean, I guess Lurrus can help keep me alive for a bit. Oh, mountain to saga. That's interesting. Okay. So not an aggro deck after all. I will just run out the foundry here. Just get artifacts in play, get mana going. Next turn we can Nettle Cyst. You also could draw a card off top and sack it with the trigger on the stack. Just something. And honestly, I might do that somewhat soon. Oh wow, they force willed that. Okay, that works for me. They pitched Thought Scour. It's another combo deck. And they're gonna hold up Saga. Oh, Urza. Urza's nice. Let's play a Nettle Cyst. I don't really care if this gets countered. And if it doesn't, well, it taps for mana and it's a 2/2. Snap trade if they make a token and attack. Hopefully they don't have a daze or something here because I want to run out this Urza. To run out the Urza, I'll have access to 3 mana. Spend 1 mana topping, like Obi topping. Oh, they got mana crypt. Cool. Alright, I guess it's not blocking anything. Multiple reasons why. I got my own saga. Come at me. What is this, a 5/8? Interesting. So next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 mana. We have enough mana to Ugin, but Ugin doesn't have anything to exile, so not sure if we're gonna be playing Ugin. I guess we'll keep the Trinket Mage and use it to shuffle away the stuff. Well, does that leave us? Well, we always have enough because we have Urza. Let's start, I guess, with the Mage, and we'll go get a Mox because it makes my creatures bigger and shuffles away all that stuff. Send these. If I just leave them to die, this becomes a 2/2 with 1 damage on it. If I do this, it becomes a 2/2 with 2 damage on it. One. I guess I can play this tapped. All right, we took game 1. No idea what opponent's doing. Some kind of, is it artifact deck? Non-creature spell deck? I don't know what Thought Scour is doing there. I mean, I could easily see this being like a Saheeli Iconoclast kind of deck. Um, Library is in the range. I don't know. I don't understand the Thought Scour. Like when I saw the Thought Scour, my mind initially went to some kind of Oracle deck, which I guess they still could be. Huh. Tidebinder your Mox Diamond? No, it's not a triggered ability, is it? You Tidebinder it for it to not get sacrificed. We want Lion Sash. I don't think preemptively. Mokti could be interesting. What did we cut for Mokti here in a vacuum? Well, we saw no targets for Ugin. I'm going to cut the portal, I think. So call me crazy. Alright, this is a good hand. We got Spell Pierce, we got Mokti, we got Mindstone. Not quite sure how I'm going to sequence any of this yet, but we'll figure it out. Play spell Lunar New Year for Lurgoyfs. Don't at me. Uh-oh. What? They're a discard deck? Alright, I am confused. I am thoroughly and utterly flabbergasted. I was not expecting a Marauding Mako out of that deck. Into nothing. I guess I'll just run out the Mokti. It's not the end of the world if it gets countered. I'm playing Force of Will, Thought Scour, Marauding Mako. Oh, and Malcolm. Hey, their Malcolm's untapped. That's not fair. Oh, a little combo here. Combo. Opponent got pretty creative. I'll give them credit for that. Not like our last opponent who just got handed a constructed deck. Oh, okay. Little is it discard deck? I see you. I'm gonna get the crap beat out of me by this Mako now. Or I was doubting. Doubting Thomas. It's a bolt? Okay. Is it aggro? Lockmare. Lockmare's nice. Yeah, we're in trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. Opponent emptied their hand, and we're sitting here with 6 cards. Oh, Lurrus does help. How do we do this? And we're really far behind. We're gonna take potentially 8 next turn. We just play Lurrus. They could just tap it with this. We could just for like 9. I think we're just dead. Actually, dead. What do we need to just like Mise the Thopter-Sword? Go Thopter this turn. Next turn. Thopter this turn. Next turn we go Sword. Make 2 things. Chump. Yeah. Yeah, we actually might just be in like I can't even hold up Spell Pierce either. We might just be in Sword off the top or Scoop territory here. This can tap at instant speed too. Tough game. On it. Okay. That was rude. That was rude and uncalled for. I guess Lockmare does make Is It Aggro more viable. Like honestly, like how many ways do they actually have to activate the Mako? They just happen to hit the Frantic Search? Malcolm could do it, but Not if you block Malcolm. Oh, Crocus ain't bad. I mean, it's not great, but it ain't bad. Because now we can go like Lurrus, block your guy, bounce Lurrus. Or if they tap down the Lurrus or the Thopter, we could bounce the Malcolm. Gives no cards. And if Lurrus lives, we could replay this Thopter at some point. Okay. I don't think we're entirely dead. The question is, can we take the turn off? So, like, if we just play some other stuff, they tap down our blocker 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we can't really take the turn off. So, we're going to need at least 2 blockers out. But I do like the Lurrus plan in that case. Jeez. Now, if Lurrus were to live here and not get returned, we could actually just start gaining ground potentially. Diver. Can this hit creatures? It can hit creatures. That's pretty rude. That's a pretty good top deck. Okay, so we're definitely in the chump and bounce plan here. You take 4, go down to 5, and they have like so much lethal in play. Oh, they didn't send the Lockmare. How could they not send the Lockmare? I guess we would trade, go up to 12, and we wouldn't have. They wouldn't have lethal. They don't have lethal now. I don't even have to trade. I could just take 7. But what happens if I take 7? I don't even have to take 7. I can just bounce this asshole. Oh, forgive my French. Okay. Okay. And there's the sword. So now what happens? We replay the Thopter out of the yard. We play the sword, and we hold up sack sword, and Lurrus can block. If they tap down the Lurrus, we block with the sword token, and we die. Well, not great. I mean, they have to see the line. What else is there? They tap down the Lurrus. We make a sword token 2, 4, 5 mana. Yeah. Go up to 5 life. We're exactly dead. We kind of gotta hope they don't see it. I mean, alternatively, instead of Thopter Foundry, we could play Makti and what? Then they tap down Lurrus. Makti chumps. We still die. Alternatively, we could play the Thopter Foundry and the Makti and sack the Foundry to itself. That gives us multiple blockers. And if Lurrus lives, look, they tap Makti down. We make a 1/1. 1/1 chumps. I guess Lurrus would trade. We do get to make a Saga next turn. Flyers are becoming a problem, though. Malcolm in hand. And I wish I had just 1 more mana. Maybe being on the play or having a Mox Diamond. Actually, was that on the play? No, I wasn't on the play. This is so hard. So I play Sword and I play Thopter Foundry. I have 1 mana. They tap the Lurrus. I chump here. I go to 5, and then I take 4, 5, 6, 7. That's no good. If I just play the Thopter Foundry and the Moxie, I have 1 mana up. They get tapped down the Moxie. I sack Thopter Foundry to chump here, and Lurrus has to chump. And then we hope something good happens next turn, I guess. Or what if I play an equip sword? No, they just tap the Lurrus. Oh, this is so close, but not a cigar. I mean, I guess I play to survive, and I hope to hit balance. So let's play. Oh, I can only cast 1 out of the yard, though. That play doesn't work. So I cast Moxie out of the yard. They can't equip this, right? Cast Moxie out of the yard. Leave Caracas up, and then either one can block, and I can hold up Pierce. Hold up Caracas, hold up Pierce, play Moxie. I have 1 mana left, so maybe the answer is Mind Stone, Moxie, and then pass, holding up Caracas, Pierce. And all my lines were like so close, but just shy of being good. I think that might have been the best line. If I could somehow survive this turn, I'll have an extra mana for next turn, which I might need because I might have to bounce Lurrus here. I might not be able to bounce Lurrus, is the other problem. They have Malcolm and an unknown. I have access to Spell Pierce. Might need here. Oh, they're just tapping Lurrus. Okay. So I should be dead to that. None of these are legendaries, right? Horse Serpent, Merfolk Rogue, Shark Pirate. Yeah, unfortunate. All right. Go to game 3. Is it aggro, you say? Well, Ephemerate, Appa, Hot Relic, Lion Sash, maybe? Oh, Tidebinder. Actually, that's pretty good against multiple of their creatures. We could play Show and Tell, but we're cutting all our Show and Tell things. Actually, maybe we want Portal Show and Tell. Cut Ugin for speed. Cut Karn for speed. Cut Bauble. Cut Trinket Mage. Actually, maybe do we want Ephemerate? They have a lot of removal. I saw Bolt. I saw Galvanic Lightning. It's good against things getting tapped. Maybe cut the boots. We're unlikely to be the aggressor. Okay. It's a weird sideboarding here. Oh, I didn't put in the Stoneforge. I think I wanted the Stoneforge. This ain't really it. I don't think I can keep that. Okay. A little bit better. We have access to balance. Or we don't because we don't have blue. I guess we put away Urza. Sorry. Blue, I meant Cern Scolding. We do have access to balance, which might be pretty good here. But we'll see. I think I'm just going to run out a 2/2 Vigilance just like as a roadblock. Hopefully I draw Portal. Oh, blue is good. Now I'll just sit, actually, and try to Stern Scolding something. Next turn, I might just run out the 2/2 and still hold up Stern Scolding. Any portals? Oh, that's a portal. Any Force of Wills? Don't foul me, bro. Resolve, resolve, resolve. It resolved. That is very rude. And I guess that's going to the bottom. Very rude. Oh, the ups and downs of Vintage Cube. The good news is this balance is looking very live. I think they were debating on whether they were going to Force of Will it or run out Wan Tong. Interestingly enough, no plays, huh? I mean, I think I'm fine balancing here into Held Fountain Squadron. Oh, I guess I could have done the other way. I lose my squadron and they would empty their hand and I'd lose a land. I wonder if that would have been better than this. Brainstorm. Okay. Protect some cards. I mean, you got to protect some cards anyway. You still get to protect exactly 2 cards, but I guess maybe this lets you protect more. Protect 4 cards. Did 4 cards they want and they didn't make a land drop or cast anything on turn 3. Sure. Found a way to get some value there. They discarded 2 creatures that they could have played last turn. I mean, I guess they might have drawn those off of Brainstorm. I guess one had Flash. Rude. Ugh, very rude. I should have slow rolled the balance. I don't know. How do we get out of this now? Hawkmare is a very good card. This Is It Aggro deck's looking like a real thing. I can't believe the Is It Aggro deck had a 5-drop that hosed my portal. Insanity. Oh, why did I bring that card in? That could have been a Stoneforge. Stoneforge, the Lion Sash. Would have been decent. Yeah, this deck is missing like Fractured Identity, Elspeth, um, Solitude. This deck's missing good cards. My opponents always have good cards. Why don't I have good cards? What am I drafting? I gotta reevaluate some of these picks here. I think I took a bunch of crummy artifacts, and I don't remember why. Draft was a few days ago, but either way, hope you had fun. I got to witness somewhat of a new deck I haven't seen is at aggro, at least not for a long time. So live and learn, and we'll catch you next time. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how I'm dumb. Tell me how I'm boring. Tell me what you might have done differently, and let me know if you liked any of my puns.